Last time on Square Roots, Dart gets daddy issues when it turns out his hero Papa was the evil mastermind all along. Also, Dart's friend Rose kills a baby every 108 years. Oh, and Dart's girlfriend is actually the god of destruction. You guys, I'm starting to think that Dart isn't a very good judge of character.
And welcome to Square Roots, the classic RPG podcast. My name is Jim Banks. I'm joined by Matthew Van Zant.
Himbo Hooters is what Jim's shirt says tonight.
It is. And Vanessa.
What? Just me? But the other one.
No Johnny tonight.
Oh my God.
It turns out that Johnny is the Moonchild, and Vanessa had to sacrifice him as the Black Monster to keep him from becoming the god of destruction and eradicating all life on the planet.
I think. Yeah, also rumor is John is on the lam because he's, let me check my notes, responsible for the Canadian wildfires.
Yeah, I think I heard that too, actually.
Well, what it was is he ate some of that shredded lettuce. He thought he was going to have some gas. He thought it would be really funny to hold a match up. You know, that old chestnut, that old prank of lighting the match.
Who hasn't burned their ass hair off?
Yeah.
Other than me, because I would never do anything like that.
He went out to the woods of Ontario and just let it rip. And here we are.
Yeah. Now the world is worse for it. Thanks, John.
It's all right.
The weird thing is that the FBI is reporting that they actually are starting to see some disturbing coincidences between that and 9/11. So
yeah, if you zoom in on the World Trade Centers going down, you'll see John laughing in the background
while lighting a fart. All right, let's take a quick moment to just say the hot news of this week, other than Jimothy the deformed raccoon that everybody's in love with, is the explosive diarrhea parasite. And I can't stop talking about it. It's my favorite story of the week. I've sent and saved 100 memes about it.
Is this a serious illness that people are getting, like
Yes.
cyclosporiasis or whatever? It's like, can it kill you? Is it life-threatening?
I think it can be if you dehydrate.
Diarrhea can always be life-threatening, Jim, because it's dehydrated.
That's true. Yeah.
I think there has been some hospitalizations, but what I've heard about it really is that it just lasts a long time. Like there's kind of only one medication that you can take for it, and it can take like a month to clear up.
Wow. That is a lot of diarrhea.
Mm-hmm. And it's just like pure liquid.
That is what diarrhea is, though. So that
not
would
always.
Be
Sometimes it's a little
there
bit chunky.
There are varying degrees of diarrhea.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, my favorite part of it is how it relates to Taco Bell. Taco Bell did apparently get some of this poisoned lettuce and gave it to some of their customers.
They did, but they also were sort of on the forefront of pulling back these ingredients and getting the word out to the public. They've really been like taco heroes, I think. And you know, I have strong feelings for Taco Bell because they did give me a golden PlayStation, so I have to use that disclaimer. However, I also have strong feelings for Taco Bell in that I used the free to enter code because I didn't want to eat Taco Bell. So, you know, I understand both sides.
That's
I
your
both
mistake.
Understand that Taco Bell's a hero and that you probably shouldn't eat it necessarily.
If you can't appreciate the majesty of a cheesy gordita crunch, are you even a human being?
I was playing Dispatch just today, and there was a bit where they sort of went to Taco Bell, and one of the characters commented on how everything there tastes the same because it's just the mix-up of the same ingredients over and over again, and I completely agree.
True.
All Taco Bell tastes exactly the same. It does not matter what you order there.
If you get something with chicken and you get something with beef, I think that those are pretty different tastes.
Yeah.
But yeah, all of the like specialty items are like we take our shit beef and we slap it on a tortilla with some sort of sauce.
We'll like put some bean paste in it.
Yeah, I love that bean paste though. Okay?
I like the bean paste too.
The bean burrito is
I'm not
still
above.
one of my all-time like classic faves. I mean, it's terrible. Don't get me wrong. I'm not an idiot, but it's like the single McDonald's cheeseburger. You know, it's a real piece of shit, but I fucking love it.
It's just satisfying in a way that's hard to put into words.
Yeah, and
Didn't the last time you had it, you were like violently ill, Jim?
I think that had more to do with the alcohol.
Yeah.
Well, no,
That
I'm
was
not accusing
mostly due
Jim
to
of having the diarrhea parasite.
All right, that's enough Taco Bell news. Jim, did you say what we do on the show? I don't think you did.
Yes,
I
did.
really don't think you did.
I did. That's because you were talking at the same
Yeah,
time.
you were talking at the same time.
I was not. I'd never spoken in my life. I took a vow of silence as a child.
What an interesting claim. If only there was some way to refute it, but I can't really think of
There's
one.
not. It's not possible. You guys want to talk about some
Hey, I
honk
have some
gaming
hot gaming
news?
news.
No,
Yeah, I have a honk. The guy that they cast as Kratos in God of War, his name is Ryan Hurst. He is being recast because he tore his bicep filming a stunt,
Blah.
and it required surgery, and he will not be ready to go until sometime in 2027. And so they're like, well. And they've already shot 4 episodes of this show, and they're like, all right, well, we're gonna redo the whole thing with the new Kratos.
I mean, if they've only shot 4 episodes of the show, you're talking about shelving the show until what, 2028 if you wait for him to get better, because then they have to shoot the rest of the show, or they recast somebody and still push it out by mid 2027.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense.
Well,
It's a bummer for the guy for sure.
Yeah, I think a big part of the decision was that the child actor who plays Atreus is, as kids do, growing up quickly,
Right.
and so they were worried about losing, like him, like aging like a year or two between episodes.
But it does sort of raise some questions, like, is it really good to make actors or ask actors to go through these extreme physical transformations and get
that's
as
the
buff
thing,
as a
yeah.
video game character when you're risking these
Yes.
serious injuries?
Yeah, it
The guy
is,
put on
because I want them
50
to
pounds
look.
of muscle.
I think it is worth it, because I think it is necessary and worth it, because I want them to look like a video game man. I want them to be giant muscly men and look like big, beefy, giant dudes.
But that's what a video game is for. Like, the video game look
But
like
movies can
video
be, and
game
TV
man.
can be for that too. Why can't everything be for
TV
that?
look like TV man?
But I don't like it when TV look like TV man. I like it when TV look
But I
like
don't-
giant beefy man.
Yeah, I feel like if it wasn't Kratos, I might agree. Kratos is a big beefster. He's a big guy. He's got lots of muscles.
Kevin Sorbo didn't totally deform himself for the legendary journey of Hercules. He did that,
That is
for his
true.
right-wing pundit career. But, he was a tall
He was definitely
man.
a big old slab of fucking man meat at that.
Yeah,
in
but
that
he
show.
wasn't like, he didn't
He's a
have
beefster,
this sort
yeah.
of dehydrated, steroided look
Oh,
that
the
is popular
HGH.
these days.
Yeah.
I don't think this Ryan Hurst, like from photos I saw of him as Kratos, he was not like 2% body fat, super dehydrated, ripped. Like, he put on 50 pounds of bulk. Like, he's
Okay.
a big, bulky guy. Like, I mean, he was definitely toned, but like he just had a shitload of muscle.
Yeah.
He wasn't like super unhealthy looking.
Well, I'm by no means an expert, and
But that is a lot
injuries
to
can
ask
happen
of
to
somebody, to your
anyone.
point.
But I do
Yeah.
worry about workplace safety and, realistic body standards and things like that.
Yeah, it is a bit of a bummer for that guy. Like, I'm sure he's super bummed.
Yeah.
Like,
That's sad.
but he's in the Odyssey. He's doing all right.
Honk.
Yeah, Matt,
Matt.
don't scoop my
There's a
story.
new
I can
game.
see you eyeing it.
There is a new game coming out to all of the major platforms. Was announced today. This is huge news for all of our listeners. You're going to lose your fucking minds. Biker Mice from Mars. Rock and ride. Yeah. Yeah. Biker Mice from Mars. Woo.
What is Biker Mice
Good
from
question.
Mars?
I vaguely remember this being a
What does it sound like?
Saturday morning cartoon.
Oh, it's a cartoon.
Well, it's a video game based on a cartoon that was a Teenage
Brad-
Mutant Ninja Turtles knockoff.
Brad Garrett was in it. He played
Biker.
Grease Pit.
I could be wrong here, but I believe Biker Mice from Mars was like a third generation knockoff of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like
Yeah.
Street Sharks was the original knockoff.
Yes, like Street Sharks was, yeah.
And people really love that show. I don't think I ever saw it.
Yeah, I don't think I saw it. I just feel vaguely aware of it.
Ian Ziering was in the original.
Ian Ziering from
Yeah.
Beverly
As one of the
Hills
biker mice.
Brian
90210.
Austin Green.
Leah
And
Remini.
Luke Perry.
Huh?
They had all the 90210 Melrose
Michael
Place
Dorn.
people.
He's in everything. Jason
Oh,
Priestley
wow.
was in it.
It was 90210.
Yeah, they had all those heartthrobs in there. Yeah.
Mark Hamill. That's not super shocking out of Mark Hamill. I'll be honest with you. Malcolm
Oh, wow.
McDowell.
Whoa. Okay, is this a game that you're
Yes.
talking about? Are they making a game?
They are making. It's actually they made two back in the old days, but this is going to be a modern, probably side-scrolly beat 'em up because that's what they always do with these old properties is make side-scrolly beat 'em ups. That'll be coming out, I think, next year.
I just pulled up the news tab on the Biker Mice from Mars Google search, and the most recent news that I can see, it's not the game, but it does say Biker Mice from Mars must be having a moment because it says that there is a comics crossover happening between Biker Mice from Mars and
Wow.
Judge Dredd.
I would say that right now, I think Dynamite or one of the smaller labels that deals in properties and other people's IP
Gotcha.
is probably doing it. We've got, I think Image right now is doing G.I. Joe and Transformers, and that has sparked a new boom of rush for the 80s and 90s franchises to try and get, something out.
Yeah.
So I'm not shocked that
Okay.
there's a comic book of
That's
that.
fun.
We're all unhappy and we're all clinging to whatever scraps of nostalgia for the past we can find.
That is true.
Oh, apparently there's a cartoon reboot coming out as well. Wow.
Is that going to be on like Netflix or something?
Probably. I don't know. Isn't everything?
It feels like a Tubi original to me.
Yeah. I love
I need to
Tubi.
get Tubi.
Anyway, this article doesn't have like a release time frame for that I can see, but whatever. That's pretty. It's not. Listen, it's not the most exciting news ever, but that's fun. I like these '90s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle knockoffs. Okay.
Yeah, me too.
What's the other one? The Dino.
Denver
there's
the
a
Last
one.
Dinosaur?
It's real dumb. No, that also sprang to my mind, but that's not it.
Honk.
I want to quickly hold on. I want to quickly. I want to say something.
Dinosaurs
really
and
fast.
Cadillacs. Maybe that was it.
I would like to say, Vanessa, you should definitely watch Tubi. One of the reasons why I love Tubi is because if you go to the genre section, they group things by like 1990s action or 1980s horror. Like they have like the decade with the genre, and it's
That's kind of fun.
There's some great
It's
stuff.
like
on there.
free,
There's
right?
some good
Like,
stuff. Yeah.
yeah, I've
It's
just never
super
like
free,
put the
yeah.
app on my Apple TV or something, so I should do that.
Yeah, it's fun.
Honk.
Vanessa,
Yes,
honk. Your
honk.
honk has been recognized.
There's some Fallout news from the world of Fallout. We have 2 Fallout games that are cooking. One is from Obsidian. We don't know anything about it. One is Fallout 5, and they've just entered pre-production on that, so look forward to that in another 10 years. Fallout 5, coming soon.
Yeah. What's up with Elder Scrolls 6? Don't announce more Fallouts till you give me my fucking Elder
Well,
Scroll.
that also maybe will happen.
No, well, I think that the news that was released specifically stated that they are basically the entire team is focused on finishing Elder Scrolls 6, and they also have Fallout 5 in like pre-production.
And they're both going to be
Is
in
Obsidian
some kind of new
making a
engine, and I
Fallout?
forget what it's called.
Oh.
Obsidian's making a different
It's the engine that they
game.
used. It's not a new engine. It's the engine they used for Starfield.
Oh. Oh, yeah, it would be built using Creation Engine
Right.
3. It's the same engine that they're using for Elder Scrolls 6, featuring overhauled rendering, new systems, and streamlined tools designed for parallel
I
development.
don't think.
So no wonder they can work on all these games at the same time.
Yeah. I don't think we know very much about Elder Scrolls 6. I think it might be set in the Somerset Isles, but I'm not sure.
They haven't said. They've literally only released like the one image with like the title on it, and you can see like I can't remember what the big kingdom is called, but like it says
Cyrodiil,
Elder
right?
Scrolls
It's
6,
the-
and it's
Yeah.
over that. Yeah, Cyrodiil, and
Yeah.
it's like over Cyrodiil, I think, and that's the only thing that they've released about the game officially.
They're being so
Listen,
and it was
secret.
6 fucking years ago.
Yeah, I want them
Yeah.
to get all hands on deck and fucking finish Elder Scrolls 6, to be perfectly honest. Like,
I could really
quit
use
fucking
an Elder
around.
Yeah.
Scrolls, you know
I
what
don't
I mean?
ca- like-
If like that feels like something I could really get into right now. I want it.
Honk.
Yes, Matt.
Matt.
There was a new, or the first rather, gameplay trailer was released for that new Castlevania Belmont's Curse game, and I just wanted to do a little honk to say, it looks fucking rad. Looks rad as hell. That game's gonna
It did look cool.
kick ass.
Yeah.
And the last piece of hot gaming news that I have is obviously all of our listeners are dying to know. They haven't checked their news apps. They don't know what happened. They've been waiting for us to tell them. That's right. Spain won the World Cup. Congratulations. Not only did Spain win the World Cup, Argentina had 0 shots. 0. 0 shots the entire game. It went into overtime.
They tried very hard though, I think.
Probably.
FIFA certainly did.
They just couldn't do it.
Yeah, it did feel like FIFA did, for sure.
I mean, coming first place is all well and good, but let's celebrate the real heroes. The third place victors, England. That's right. Football's
Yeah.
coming
Congratulations.
home, sort of, in third place.
Yeah, not quite. I watched that, and it was a fantastic. Actually, I think the best 2 games of this World Cup were the England versus France third place game and the England
Yeah,
versus
that was a good
Mexico knockout game. Was that a knockout game or was that the end of it? Doesn't matter. Anyway, both of
That was
those
a really
games
good game,
were
too.
fucking amazing. And so congratulations to England for being super fun to watch while you play football. Oh no, I said it. Soccer. While you play soccer. Soccer.
Yeah. I'm going to bleep that.
Yeah, you should. I refuse. I refuse to call it football. Fuck you, English people that sold this sport to the world as soccer, an English term, and are now going around telling people, man, you should call it football. No, you don't get to do that. It sucks, and I don't like it. It's classist. Yeah, we're English. We have our noses in the air. We call it football. Well, you shouldn't have sold it to us as soccer because now we have a sport that we call football. We're not going to change names for you, England. Fuck you.
Don't
Fuck
they
England,
have a
right, guys?
game of soccer in England too? Isn't there like a soccer they have there? And isn't it soccer?
I don't know
I
what
don't
you're
know what
talking
that
about.
means.
Are
Soccer
you
is an
thinking
English
of
term.
rugby?
I don't think so.
Soccer is a portmanteau, I think that's the right word, of association football. They dropped the
Anyways.
A, called it soch, and then they added an to it because it was fun. Soccer! And then they were like, hey, America, hey, Australia, hey, other countries, check out this cool game, soccer. And now, like 150 years later, they're like, you fucking call it football. Nerds. Get fucked.
Do they call it soccer in Australia too?
No.
I am fairly certain that they do.
No.
Well,
All right.
maybe one of our Australian listeners will pipe in and let us know next
Yeah.
week.
Right in. And I was so tempted to do my Australian accent, but I can't
Oh,
keep
yeah.
alienating everyone in the world.
I'm sure our Australian listeners would love it if you did it.
Honk, here's some hot gaming news for the Australian listeners. The cast of Taskmaster Australia Series 6 has been announced, and the big shocker is that Ursula Carlson will be a contestant. That's right, Ursula Carlson, who already competed on Series 2 of Taskmaster New Zealand. She's now having a shot at Taskmaster Australia. It can be done. There are no borders. There are no restrictions.
Whoa.
She's a South African. She's been on New Zealand. She's gonna be on Australia. Up is
That doesn't seem
down.
right to
Down
me.
is up. Nothing means anything. We're all
Does
just
that mean
one
that Sam,
big
what's his
world.
face, is going to go be on the Taskmaster Australia?
I think
Didn't he
that
win?
Taskmaster Australia would love Sam Campbell to come home and be on Taskmaster Australia.
Sam Campbell's coming home.
He is coming.
England would love that
home.
too.
He's
Get him
coming
out of there,
home.
am I
He's
right?
coming.
I looked it up. Australians do call it soccer. Middle
all
fingers. Jim, why don't you plug our streams?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look us up on YouTube. What are we called? Square Roots Gaming. Square Roots Gaming on YouTube. You can find all of our hot streams. I've recently almost finished Alien Isolation. We're really close to finishing
I
that.
thought you'd finished that. Wow.
Yeah, I
No,
did too.
Not quite.
You know why you
Yeah.
thought he
I'm on
finished
the
it?
way.
Because he stopped playing it and played something else instead.
Yeah.
That is true. Yep. And then, in fact, a viewer criticized me for that very thing the other day. So it's been at the back of my mind, like I should probably finish some of these games I started on
I hope
stream.
that you're
So I'm
utilizing
gonna-
those playlists, my friend.
Oh yeah, I gotta do that. And I recently played Silent Hill 3 as well. That
Hot.
was super fun.
I need to watch that one.
And yeah, check out Square Roots Gaming YouTube. Matt, tell us about Bears and Games Neo.
Hey, Johnny did release the episode that he mentioned last week. So if you like bears and you like games and you like Neo, go check out Bears and Games Neo.
Yeah,
He
Johnny's got a
ranked
pretty
every
sweet little
Grand Theft
YouTube channel.
Auto Vice City's cars. That was the short vid that he released while he's working on his big Grand Theft Auto Vice City episode. I forgot to watch it because I'm dumb and a bad friend.
I forgot to watch it too. I didn't see it in my feed. Those shorts, they don't always show up.
It's not a short. It's 10 minutes. It's not a short.
Oh, why wasn't it in my feed then?
Yeah, I don't remember seeing it in my feed either, actually. So that's
This
weird.
is
Anyway,
shocking.
he did release that episode, and he has a Grand Theft Auto Vice City episode forthcoming. So go get subscribed to Bears and Games Neo. Listen, you like Johnny. You listen to this show. You must like him. Check out his YouTube channel. It's delightful. I'm not just saying that. He's not here. He can't judge me. He's not editing. He won't hear this. It's a great channel. Go subscribe. That's it. I did it.
All right. Quest log.
Quest log. Chapter
Yeah.
4. Moon
The
and
Death
Fate.
Frontier.
No, Moon and Fate was the name of Chapter 4.
And we are on
But
disc
we're at
4
the Death
now.
Frontier.
Final disc.
We are.
Yeah, disc 4, man. When's the last time we played a 4-discer?
It's been
Well,
years.
Final Fantasy 8?
Yeah, there's a real limited number of games that actually came on multiple discs, you know? 4
Yeah,
discs
but
in
this feels
particular.
like it feels important to get it feels like a real milestone. This is like what the second time it's happened in the show's history where we've gotten to a disc 4.
That can't be true. That literally cannot be true.
How name another game that's had 4 discs?
Final Fantasy 7.
Final Fantasy 7 had 3 discs.
Final Fantasy 8.
Final Fantasy 8 had 4.
Where did
I
we
said
coin the
that.
term disc 3 crazy then?
That was 9.
Final Fantasy 9?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
right at the beginning.
Final Fantasy 9. I did it. I named one.
No, that was again 3 discs.
Hey, you guys. Xenosaga. Xenoblade. Xeno.
Xenoblade
Morphs.
might have been 4. Oh, Xenogears might have
Xenogears.
been 4 discs.
Might.
How?
have been.
How
I
could
don't
that have been
remember.
4 discs? There's no gameplay. It's all text scrolls.
Oh, that's true.
Wait, I gotta look this up. How many discs did Xenogears have?
I'm
2
gonna do
discs.
better. How many?
It's a 2 disc.
Oh, no way. 4 discs.
I think it was planned to be 4 discs, and that's why they had to cram so much shit into the second one.
Let's see. I got one. I got one for you guys. You're gonna be
What?
excited.
What?
4 discer Lost Odyssey.
Ugh.
I kind of want to replay that game.
Great.
What?
Great idea.
I do.
One of the worst looking games I've ever seen in my life.
Lost Odyssey is a great looking game. Do you
No.
do you remember that game?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you
It looked
remember
great.
all of the outfits? Do you remember the way everybody
Yeah.
looked?
Do you remember those
Yes,
children?
Loved it. Yeah, remember that guy who was screaming at his mom?
Yeah.
Mom, mommy.
Remember how the game stopped about every 30 minutes and was like, now here's a slow scrolling sad story about this loser immortal.
Yeah.
Terrible. All right, Death Frontier. This chunker opens with the party walking through a desert. This is the Death Frontier.
This is like a real heavy metal sounding
cool.
place, but it's really just a big stupid desert.
Yeah, it's just a big dumb desert. It's a maze. It's a maze of a desert. It's got a lot of treasures, and most of them are garbage. I mentioned this last week, I got some fucking rad bandit shoes for Dart. I put them on Dart. They give him plus 20 agility. That's my favorite thing in the game.
Whoa.
If you didn't get it, buddy, you missed out. It makes him a goddamn machine. That and the fucking sword that we got last week, he hits for 1,200 damage, and he does it every 5 seconds. It's amazing.
Oh, that sword that takes some of your health?
Yeah, but if you put the ring on him, then then you put the boots on him.
Ring.
And you're fucking golden, baby. You're golden. At one point, Rose tries to leave the rest of the gang behind. She argues with Miranda, who I thought was overstepping. I don't know why I wrote that in my notes, but I did. But Albert and Dart convince her that we're in this together now. Don't argue with fucking Rose, Miranda. You are new. You're the fucking noob. You don't get to tell people what to do. You don't know anything about them.
They've forgiven Rose really quickly for this whole black monster thing.
I was thinking the same thing. Like, she is a prolific child murderer, and they're pretty cool with it.
They're like, we get why you did it. Just don't do it anymore, okay?
But she was saving the world, guys.
So I have a question. What exactly is the end game of the protagonist? So, like, let's say that we're going to defeat the bad guy, and then we just go back to the same cycle, right? Like, does somebody still have to kill a baby every 108 years?
Their plan, I think, is to try to find a way that won't have to happen. Their beautiful dream is that nobody will have to kill Shayna, and then nobody will have to kill Baby.
Oh, okay.
We finally exit the Death Frontier and head to...
Well, you can't just say it like that. Let's talk about what this is. It's one of those loopy-doop maps.
Yeah, it's a loopy-doop map.
It's a big map that's just a series of interconnected squares. So
and there's an underground. So there's sand pools or sand whirlpools that will suck you into the sand and drop you into the caves.
Suck you right in.
And that basically spits you right back out at the beginning. There's treasure chests in there that you can only get to by falling into the correct sand whirlpool.
I didn't like that.
No, it's annoying. That's why after I did a couple, and that gave me like a potion. I pulled up a map online and was like, what do I actually want? The sword for Rose and the boots? Okay, thank you. I'll get those two and forget the rest. I think I did end up getting most of them just accidentally because I kept... those whirlpools suck you in.
I know, man. That's so annoying.
There's a couple of oasis that have healing
Oases.
Water, so it is a pretty good place to do some grinding.
Today is going to be the day that I'm going to throw it back to you. Is that what we're talking about? It did seem like a good place to do some grinding, but I chose not to. I just fucking had no patience to do any grinding. I feel over-leveled now that I did all of the bonus fights at the beginning of next week's chunker, actually.
Oh, I'm going to go do those.
They're easy and fast. Oh, actually, that's a lie. They're not easy. 2 of them are easy, and 2 of them are kind of a super pain in the ass.
Can I still use the flying guy to get to the other places?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. You have to fly back to Frozen Town. What was it? Crystal Palace. And then you have to walk to the location. It's that tower. Remember? We talked about it, I think, last week, where we met Zeeg, the 7 towers, and you went to them, and there was nothing to do there.
Yeah.
You have to walk back there. You can't fly there. I'm not going to have
to go... Oh, you can't fly there.
Yeah,
it's not
you go
it's like 5
Justice
minutes.
City and then fly to the Crystal City and then walk there.
You can go from
got it.
Demeter to the Crystal Palace City.
Yeah.
Diningrad. Anyway, Jim, it took me about 5 minutes to get there. It's not a long walk.
Okay.
Particularly if you're over leveled for all the monsters, so the fights don't take long when you get them. You can use those charm potions to get less. It's not hard. Anyway, may I say it now?
Mm-hmm.
We finally leave the
Please.
Death Frontier behind. It sucked and I didn't like it. Oh, you know what? I will say one more thing. All of the enemies in the Death Frontier are on the map and they do move around. There is a great enemy that I absolutely loved, which is a sand whale. The sand whale jumps. It's a shadow in the sand and then it jumps out onto your stupid head if you're sitting still. And then it is just a big fat fucking like whale or seal or some shit. It's amazing. And I fucking loved it.
I don't like the bugs that chase you.
Yeah, the bugs
in
are
the
annoying.
desert.
I didn't really, once I realized that they were going to chase me, I just kept moving and didn't have any issues.
Yeah.
But if you do want to grind, it's a great place to just stand still because all the enemies will come to you.
Yeah, they'll all just concentrate on you, yeah.
I'm downloading a screenshot I took of the sand whale because I love
You're
him.
back. I'm going to grab a glass of wine real fast.
Oh,
And
wow.
I'm going to show it. I'm going to show
Fancy night.
sand whale because I love him. I
Show
know you
whale.
saw it already, but what if you forgot how fucking great he is?
I probably did because I did finish this game pretty recently, or not that recently.
Look at
I
that.
just said the
Look at that
opposite of
sand
what I
whale.
wanted to say. What an interesting phenomenon.
Weird.
Here's
Look, he's
the
got
whale.
like 3 rows of teeth, like a shark. He's sand colored.
He seems
In
to
one
kind
picture,
of
I
have an
have Dart
underbite.
stabbing a sword into his head.
Yeah.
He's got an overbite in the other picture, so I don't know what's going on.
yeah, that's
the morphing in
strange.
this game sucks. Anyway, sand whales, they were great.
Do you think they blow sand out their blowholes?
Yeah, of course they do.
Interesting.
Just like whales blow whales out of their blowholes.
Yeah. That's why they're called whales.
Exactly. We finally exit the Death Frontier and we head to Ulara, which is another Wingley village where Rose hopes to find answers about what's happening. And when we enter the area, Rose tells us nobody can proceed into Ulara. She also mentions that her choker is what stops her from aging, and it also allows her to see and enter this Wingley village. The party can't see anything but desert, though Meru can sense people's emotions somewhere. And then Rose removes her choker, and it shines with a white light, and suddenly we can see the town.
Whoa.
If she
You guys
removed
love
her
Wingley
choker,
villages, right?
shouldn't she just like suddenly age into a very old woman and turn to a pile of dust?
Yeah, that would make
or
more
like
sense.
in that old ghost story where she unties
falls
the
off,
ribbon
yeah.
from her neck and then her head falls
Yeah.
off.
So we teleport into town, and we're greeted by a guard named Karen. Rose tells her, long time no see, and Karen is surprised that she's regained her sense of time, which I found to be a very strange line. Did we feel like Rose did not have a sense of time? Is this something she's brought up
No,
before?
but it sort of makes sense that, if you're immortal, it sort of loses meaning, whether it's been a while or not long at all.
I can't
I have
believe that.
another question related to the killing of the babies. So does she like have just like a sense for when this
It's every 108 years.
so every 108 years does she just kill every baby she can find because she assumes that one of them is the resurrected whatever?
No.
That's a great point.
But
And
for
yes,
us?
the answer is that she does. She kills all the babies in the world.
She just goes on a killing spree and kills every baby.
No,
in
I
the
don't
world.
think this is a King Herod situation. I think she somehow knows which baby or approximately which baby is the Moonchild.
How?
So she
don't know,
wasn't
astrology?
so like when she destroyed Dartstown, it was because Shayna was there, right?
Right.
But she didn't go and destroy any other towns.
No, because we would
at
have
the
heard
same-
about that for
Okay.
sure. If like
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
babies had been killed.
Okay, that would have been a pretty cool piece of lore, actually, if they would have.
If they killed more babies, Jim,
gone that far.
that's a problematic
If they would have
statement.
been like, "Wow, our world is cursed. Every 108 years, all the babies just mysteriously die," and then it turns out it's Rose.
If that was the case, why would people have babies every 108 years?
Oh, that's true. They're just so horny; they can't help it.
That's a good point.
All right, that was quite the detour.
I saw a man on YouTube today who has 7 children, and that seemed like too many to me.
Oh man, a guy I went to high school with, a Catholic dude, has like 7 kids.
That's so many.
Yeah, that's a lot of kids.
What do you even do with them?
I don't know.
I guess like a lot of board games require a lot of players. Sometimes, like if I'm just hanging out with a couple of my friends, I'm like, oh man, we really need like 2 more players to play this.
Oh, you think he did it just so we could have a fully stacked Monopoly lineup?
After a certain point, the older kids start taking care of the younger kids for you, and it just becomes like a self-sustaining system.
I don't think that's good.
I didn't say it was good. I said that's what happens. So we have to talk to somebody named Charlie Frama. So we go explore the town. We run across a woman named Miata, which I thought Johnny would get a kick out of, but he's not here.
I thought that was funny.
Who tells us that the signet, which she calls the signet sphere, is a seal meant to stop the moon child from reaching the moon that never sets if Rose fails.
Yeah.
So maybe Rose didn't need to kill these babies.
Well, it's just a backup plan. Rose's plan A, and then they have a plan B.
It's a contingency.
Zieg wants to...
I like that plan A is the murder of all the babies.
Again, it's not all the
using
babies.
the sphere.
You don't know
Specifically
that.
just the moon child and
You
whoever the
don't know
moon child
that.
had contact with.
How many times did I think I did the math on this last episode as to how many times she's done this. I think it's like...
They said it. It was like
It's
100
in
and... It's 108. No, it's 107. Shauna will be the 108th time she's done it. That is what the game told us.
Okay.
You know what? I don't care. Zeke wants to use the moon objects, the divine moon objects, to break the signet spheres. Dart wants to know why the Winglies also made the moon objects in the first place, but Miata tells us to ask Charlie.
It's pretty cool
Another
that
Wingly
there's
tells
just,
us-
like someone named Charlie in this fantasy
Yeah.
world.
But
Yeah, I
it's
wasn't.
spelled
Part of me
fun.
wanted to
There's an
pronounce
Albert.
it Charl, just because they can't
Charlie.
seriously
Charlie.
name her Charlie.
It's Charlie.
I like Charlie.
Charlie Frama.
Another Wingley tells us a little more about the history of the Dragon campaign. She tells us the Winglies were led by Melbu Frama, and that
This guy seems like a real
is
turd.
Charlie's brother. He was a real Nazi piece of shit, and Zeke killed him. I think I said this last week, but we realized that in that big cutscene that we did a few episodes ago, I kept saying that he was Emperor Diaz, but he's not. He was Melbu Frama.
It was Melbu Frama.
Melbu Frama the whole time, a Wingley.
Yeah,
The Nazi Wingley.
the Nazi Wingley.
So
But there was-
the Wingley parents of these siblings, they had 2 children, the daughter who they named Charlie and the son who they named Melbu Frama.
Well, they're both Frama. Charlie Frama and
Frama's
Melbu
their-
Frama.
Right.
Yeah,
The Frama
Frama's
family.
Their
Doodle-doo-doo.
surname. Melbu is his Christian name.
We're told that there was a second leader of the Winglies named Faust, and he was Melbu's second in command. Faust was a wizard who could make apparitions of himself almost as powerful as he was, and Melbu didn't like it, so he created the Vanishing Stone to dispel the apparitions.
Hey.
I wrote all this down because I feel like it must come in to play at some point.
I know something
Don't look
about
at Vanessa.
Faust, and I'm going to tell you now.
Yes,
Okay.
he made a deal with the devil.
You remember back when we fought Lloyd at the the mirror moon seal after he'd kidnapped the
Yeah.
queen and everything?
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
go back there after you fight him and dick around a little bit, there's a little path off to the side. If you take that little path, you get to a room wherein shall appear Faust himself. And
What?
Faust says, you can't be here, turn back, and if you try to fight him, none of your hits will land on him because he is just an illusion of himself.
Whoa.
I also know
Then what?
how to dispel his illusion, but I did not do it. And neither.
Is it with the Vanishing Stone?
Yes, but how do you get the Vanishing Stone?
You find there's like 3 of them in the world. We've used
No,
them.
no, it's a special thing. It's a special stone.
Oh.
And I'm going to tell you how you
Oh,
get it because you're
I know.
never going to
Yes,
do
tell
it.
us.
It's collect all the stardust.
That's right.
Oh! That's why you didn't do it.
That's why I didn't do it. He is the optional boss that you fight if you collect all of the Stardust.
The other reason to collect all the Stardust is because the woman who's taking it from you wants it so that she can save the life of her small child.
Yeah, whatever.
Her daughter. And none of us cared enough to save that child. So
I'm
how are
not
we
gonna
any
collect
different from
all.
Rose?
It's impossible. It's impossible to do without a guide. I'm sure someone out there has done it, and if you had, please write it and we'll applaud your gamesmanship. But there's no indication on the world map of where these Stardust things are. You just have to walk around mashing X constantly.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's like 10 in fucking Bale, and I did walk around Bale mashing X, and I only found one, so fuck this game.
What do you get for beating Faust?
I don't know. But whatever it is...
I'm going to look it up, because
spoiler, because I
want to
finished
know.
the game. You don't need it. And I did not need it.
No, I don't
let's
feel
see.
challenged at this point in the game. And I have not done much.
Treasure. Faust drops the Phantom Shield upon defeat. The Phantom Shield... oh, jeez. Does 10 it's worth 10,000 gold.
Great.
Okay.
You can sell it for the great helmet that has saved my ass more times than I can count.
And it reduces damage from all attacks by half.
Well, that's pretty good.
I'd rather have the legendary cask. That thing kicks ass. Okay, so I wrote down a bunch of stuff about Faust that I'm now going to skip. We run across a rose garden, and Miranda has a crazy meltdown about how much she hates roses. What exactly does she say, Jim?
She says, roses make me want to puke.
And then she says that roses have thorns so they can steal your blood.
Do you
They're
think this has to
selfish
do
and
with
only care
Rose?
about their own happiness. She's nuts. How can it be about Rose?
Yeah.
She's known her for a week.
Well, she knows she's the black
hates
monster and she kills babies.
That's true. That's fair. We did say last week that we learned that the traveling between towns takes longer than it seems. So maybe it's been like a month that they've been traveling together.
Yeah, it's possible.
And if you take that into consideration, it's possible that Rose is just a real fucking asshole to her and she really hates her guts.
Rose is an asshole to her. We've seen it.
But no, that's not what it's about. It's about some exposition we're going to get shortly. That's
Has there been a question on what you just said, Matt? Has there been a game that we've played where it's explicitly said, like, we've been traveling together for months doing this? Like, has there been a game that's given an indication of, like, the length of time that the plot has taken place in?
not that I
I'm
can
curious
think
about
of.
that.
It's interesting. I like it. It really only does it the one time here, but it does make a lot more sense to kind of say like, hey, that traveling between towns, that was like 2 weeks, motherfucker. You live in old times. These places are far apart. See how they're different seasons? That means you just walked for 6 months.
Final Fantasy Tactics has like the calendar that changes as you wander around. So that
that's true.
indicates some traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah. I appreciate when there's that level of world building where it's like, oh, it actually is like we are like journeying from place to place. So there is like time passing.
You know,
I like
Grandia
that.
2 did those little camping scenes. That was fun. And I think
those were
Tales of
fun, man.
Vesperia
Those
did a
little
lot of that
conversations.
too, right? Where you kind of got like little camping scenes in between. Kind of
Yep,
made you
that
feel
was
like
fun.
you were doing stuff. But I don't remember it really giving you much of an indication of time other than like,
Those games do those little skits too.
yeah.
Where you can watch little skits.
What did that recently that I played? Oh, Unicorn Overlord did the skits between party members thing, and like I realized like I've done it in all these games. At first, I'm like, this is fun, I love this, and about halfway through the game, I'm like, shut up, shut up, shut up.
Yeah. That's how I felt about the Tales ones too.
Yeah. So finally, we find Charlie. She is really chipper and positive because she doesn't want Rose to be depressed. And I loved that for her. She's fun. She offers to answer our questions. So we ask her about everything. Welcome to Charlie and the Exposition Factory. First, the Signet Sphere. There used to be 5 signets, but now there's 3. One was destroyed when the Wingley capital of Caldessa was destroyed, and the other was destroyed by the Divine Dragon in the Crystal Palace. That doesn't make sense because there's only 3 moon objects. The moon objects are just items with vast magical power, so anything of comparable power can destroy a signet, like a divine dragon, which makes Dart and Rose wonder why Zieg collected the moon objects in the first place, and how he even learned about the signet spheres, or that Shauna is the Moonchild. I feel like there's still a big piece of the puzzle missing here, by the way. I thought maybe Faust was going to have something to do with that, but Vanessa has just told me that's not correct.
Sorry.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys think, because to take a step into the lore a little bit, so the 108th fruit of the divine tree is the god of destruction. Soa, God, who I guess planted the tree, that was by design. So what comes next after that? Do you think we'll end up fighting God, I guess is my question, because God is ultimately dooming the entire party to death and destruction by way of making the 108th fruit of the divine tree.
I suspect that at the very least we'll be fighting the god of destruction. So yes, we'll be fighting God. Maybe not Soa the creator. Do you think that Soa the creator will turn out to be a small bug that lives on the back of Shauna?
That would be cool.
This whole tree thing, every time we see it, it just looks to me like some kind of alien terraforming project.
Yeah. Looks like a big bug. Looks like a big spider.
Yeah, it does, like a big old bug.
So I assume that the god of destruction is there because all this organic life spreads, and then the god of destruction destroys it to make oil for when the aliens come, maybe?
Make beryllium spheres or whatever.
Is the tree like a real physical thing, or is it just like a
real physical thing
metaphor, like the Yggdrasil tree?
It's
every
a real
time they talk
physical
about it,
thing.
we see footage of it.
Yeah.
But they could just be talking about it, I guess.
We live on a planet with a moon.
Yeah.
We don't live in a tree. Where's the tree?
It's probably
maybe
just
you'll find out
somewhere
next time on Square Roots.
Like Dart didn't notice.
Wait, maybe the tree is just pooping out life, and we live in a universe, right?
Right.
Uh-huh.
Like the Soa put the tree on an Endinus, and then it started pooping out species.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Soa created the universe and the tree. The tree is not the universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't actually know that Soa is real either.
That's true.
We know a legend, and we know that parts of that legend are true, but that doesn't mean the whole thing is true.
That's true.
We also know that there's a
Yep.
moon that never sets, and Dart didn't seem to ever notice it in his whole life until someone pointed it out to him. So you ask where the tree is, it's probably just like slightly to the right of screen. And they're just going to like pan up someday and be like, oh, this tree that's been here the whole time?
Yeah.
We've also only seen one continent of this planet. And not even the whole thing. We don't know.
Like, if I grew up on a planet that had a moon that was always there, I don't think I would think it was weird that it was always there.
No,
It's
you
just
wouldn't think it
always
was
there.
weird, but you would know it was there.
But I would think it was weird that people called it the moon that never sets, because, in my mind, that's just what all moons do.
Well, I think there's another moon that
even
does
mean?
set.
So there are two moons. There's a moon that sets and the moon that doesn't set.
I assume so. But I don't actually have proof of it.
We're just poking holes in this game.
Don't either. There's tides, right?
Mm-hmm.
But maybe that's from the moon that doesn't set. I don't know, gang. But we ask about the moon that never sets.
If the Earth is a sphere, then it must not ever appear on the other side of the planet, right? If it doesn't set.
Yeah.
Maybe it's on the...
maybe the other side of the planet's all ocean.
That doesn't make any sense.
Maybe there's one continent. Maybe this is like a Pangea.
Well, it's not a real moon, so I guess you wouldn't expect it to revolve like a real moon does. You know what I mean?
Well, I think it's just in a fixed orbit.
Because it is the moon that never sets, so it's just there. Yeah. Well,
wouldn't that orbit decay, though? It's been 11,000 years.
orbit?
It's been over 11,000 years.
I don't know. I guess it just doesn't.
So we ask about the moon that never sets of Charlie, and she tells us stuff we already know, but I'll repeat it now. The 108th seed of the divine tree was the god of destruction meant to destroy the world. Winglies found out and separated its soul from its body and sealed them up. The soul was freed when Zeeg killed Melbu, Frama, and destroyed the crystal sphere that housed it. Then it wandered the earth and became the Moonchild. It needs to get to the moon that never sets to recombine with its flesh and destroy the world.
Wait, the Winglies, if the Winglies like kind of stepped in and separated the soul from the body of the 108th fruit, that's kind of like spitting in God's face,
Yeah.
right?
Well, that's
You know,
what
the worst part
Lloyd
is
seems
that
to
then
be
they were
saying.
racist.
Oh, that's Lloyd's whole deal. It's like we're interrupting the natural cycle.
Well, no, I guess Lloyd's whole deal was he wanted like the paradise. Zeke's whole deal seems to be we're
Oh yeah.
interrupting the natural
Oh
cycle.
yeah, that's right. Yeah. Lloyd got suckered.
Lloyd got suckered. Zeke was like, "There's going to be a great paradise," and he's like, "Cool. The Winglies will rise again,"
Then
or
he's
some
like,
shit.
I can't believe you fell for that. You fucking
Yeah.
dork."
Well, what Zeke doesn't like Winglies, right? He went to war with them.
Yeah.
So it's
Zeke doesn't
understandable
seem to
that
like
he
anyone,
used
though.
a Wingly.
Because Zeke is
Yeah.
like, I'm going to enact Sora's will, and not Sora's will. And,
Sora the deity.
yeah. And destroy
Sora
everyone.
just wants to unlock the fucking heart door and
Yeah.
restore this planet to the chain of memories or whatever.
Is the moon that never sets that heart-shaped moon that's made out of nobodies or whatever it's made out of?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
It's the Shadow
Kingdom
Heart.
Hearts. It's in Shadow Heart. Oh shit, like Shadow Hearts.
Yeah.
Wow, we threaded the needle all the way back to another RPG.
It's all correct.
So Dart asks Charlie about his father, but Charlie doesn't have any information. She tells us he was Rose's fiance and that they were cringe as fuck. Mm-hmm. They were all cute and lovey, and it was gross.
Nobody liked it.
Like Jim's Instagram page. Hey! Dart asks why they made items that can break the signet sphere in the first place, and Charlie says she didn't want to, but Melbu insisted. She wanted Melbu to stop being a Nazi, so she created the signet sphere to weaken the power of the crystal sphere, which is what housed the soul and gave them all their fucking super infinite magic power and let them be fucking magic racists. So Melbu created the divine moon
They are
objects
magic races.
to break the signet sphere. And finally, we ask where the rest of the signets are located, and the other 3 spheres are located in 3 ancient Wingley cities. And in order to get to those cities, we need to go to Rouge, which is Hashel's hometown.
Yay!
Wow. We can go. Who fucking cares?
Not me.
This whole game, they've been teasing us with Hashel and his daughter and his relationship with Dart, and who cares? Hashel sucks.
Yeah.
He goaded
I
his
wish
daughter
that-
into killing someone and then chased her out of town.
I wish
Yeah.
that I could go back in time and talk to these developers of these 4 disc RPGs and just be like, listen, by disc 3, you need to be wrapping things up. Nobody gives a shit at this point
Yeah.
about your fucking backstory. Like, if you haven't gotten that done yet, it's not happening.
When they were talking about where they were going next, and they're like, we need to go to Rouge, and then Hashel's like, that's my hometown. I was like, son of a bitch. Come on.
Wait until next week when you get to do the everybody gets a solo mission. It's a nightmare.
Ugh.
With all that said, Charlie tells us that it is late and we should go check out the city and then get some sleep. Rose stays behind to chat with Charlie as Dart leaves, but quickly catches up with him. And we see a flashback to a few days prior, right after the Zieg revelation, where Rose tells Dart to kill her. And he refuses, telling her that the black monster is dead and he sees her as a companion on the same journey. Aww.
That's fun. So when she she transforms into the black monster?
We don't know.
Does She
No,
become,
I don't think so.
How does she do that?
No.
Well, it shows her as like a shadow
She's a
monster,
dragoon.
shadow Rose.
She's
just
a shadow
dragoons out.
dragoon with a shadow dragon. She dragons
But
out.
she's like made of smoke. or
Maybe
whatever.
that's just
She's
sort
like,
of was.
maybe that's just liberty that they take for the
Yeah.
backs for the cutscenes.
She kind of was in
Oh,
like the
yeah, okay,
initial
so that's just clever
ones,
storytelling.
and then it seemed like as things went on, she like
looked
became
more and more like
clearer
Rose,
in
yeah.
the flashbacks where she's just Rose. I think she's just dragooning
Okay.
out,
That makes
killing
sense.
everyone.
Okay. So the game was just like just didn't want to spoil.
Yeah.
It. Just being a good storyteller.
To be fair, I'll say it again. I called this in the first episode.
That's true.
So we head to the inn, and there Miranda is telling Hashel why she really hates roses. They remind her of her mother, who used to beat her. And there were
insane.
always roses on the shelf behind her when she did.
That is horrible.
I was kind of like just pressing the button to get through the dialogue, and then I got to this part, and I was like, "Wait, what the fuck? What are they talking
about?" Miranda then tries to change the subject, but Haschel says it's okay. Life isn't always happy, and it reminds him of his own past. Oh, they're bonding.
Yeah.
Who
Bonding
cares?
over
I don't
being
care.
Shut up, Haschel.
having a horrible parent and being a horrible parent.
I remember how I used to beat my daughter with roses. Dart and Rose walk in.
Beat her with roses?
No, Dart and Rose walk in.
Oh.
Miranda asks when they're leaving, and Haschel suggests they have a drink first, so everyone gets hammered. Relatable. This was relatable. Then we go find the rest of the party who are scattered around town. They each have like a line. I didn't write it down. I don't care. Eventually, we sleep, and in the morning, the Winglies give us a hero send-off. They teleport us to the home of the Gigantos. And from there, we head back to Fletz.
It was kind of annoying to be teleported to the
Flex.
home of the Gigantos instead of just the city.
There's nothing to do there.
You have to walk back. You have to walk all the way through that whole fucking thing again. You have to go through the upside down
You have to
fucking
go
valley
through
again.
You have to go through the valley of corrupted gravity or whatever the fuck it is. That sucks.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
had to walk
there
through
was
this
no
a dozen
reason for us
times
to be there.
in the last disc.
Yeah.
The king has built a dock underneath the palace, and the Queen Fury is waiting there. We take the Queen Fury across the sea to Rouge, excuse me. Is it Rouge or Rogue? It's Rouge, right?
It's Rouge. But I read it as Rogue the first couple times I saw it, but it is Rouge.
When we arrive, Haschel wonders if anyone will remember him, and someone immediately recognizes him.
Yeah, literally everyone remembers him.
Yeah, it's the mayor. And the mayor, we explain the situation. He tells us about a stick that has risen out of the ocean nearby and directs us to a cliff where we can see it. And this read as pretty racist to me.
What are you talking
Pretty
about?
racist. These fucking islanders don't have the words to explain the giant tower in the fucking ocean that has shown
Yeah,
up,
they're
and they
all
call
kinda
it a stick.
They also like go out of their way to say like we don't really care about what's going on in the world. Like all we want to do is get up and practice. They say practice a lot. They want to get up and practice.
Yeah, they do their martial arts practice. They love
they
martial
just
arts.
want to do martial arts. I thought they called it a stick because it was sort of just the tippy top of the tower, like a antenna.
I don't know.
What I saw was a fucking tower. I don't know.
Maybe they're just real
They're
stupid.
just simple island folk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just want to do karate.
We go and take a look at the stick, and everyone turns to Rose for more info because she is old as hell and should know things. She says magical city Aglis was in this region 11,000 years ago, so that must be what the stick is. And she tells us that each Winglies city had a function. The Law City was where they made laws. The Death City was where they sent souls to the afterlife. The Birth City, which was Crystal Palace, was where they selected which babies would be born.
When they said that, I was like, excuse me?
Yeah, they practice eugenics. Winglies practice eugenics. The Magic City is where they studied magic. So we need to get to the Magic City, but it's surrounded by a whirlpool, so we can't take a boat. But as we exit the cliff, the scene cuts to inside the Magic City where a mysterious figure watches us in a magic mirror. It cuts back to the party, and Rose says, "Someone was watching us. How did you know that?" And then the ground begins to shake, and someone screams, "The sea is splitting!" So we rush back up the cliff and see that a path is
That was
opened
cool.
in the sea to the Magic City. Mayor, let my people go, etc. We hop in our boat and go to the Magic City.
Everyone thinks we're really brave and cool for going.
It was a Moses reference. That was a Moses reference. The Red
I
Sea.
understood.
Split parts the Red Sea.
I didn't have anything to say about it.
I thought Jim didn't understand. He looked confused.
That was.
Jim needs to go to church more often.
Yeah, Jim. Let me know what it's like. So inside the city, we find ourselves at the bottom of the sea. The ground rumbles again, and the sea closes behind us. Deeper in the city, we're going to have so much to say about this. We meet a strange creature named Ruff. He looked like a dog. He delivers a welcome message from someone. Miranda wants to know if Ruff is on Zeke's side and threatens it, but Mary jumps between them. She's only had this Ruff for one day, but if anything happened to it, she would kill all of us and then herself.
Nice Brooklyn Nine-Nine reference.
I love propaganda. We explore the city and find more magical creatures like Ruff working on something called a psychedelic bomb, which sounds rad, and something called Moot, which sounds less rad. Mm-hmm. They don't explain what any of that means, but they say if we use it, it can become the source of power, which is great.
Hey,
we meet another one of these monsters called...
Hold up a moment. What do you think of these little guys when you encountered them?
They always say their own name in their sentences, so I hate them.
Pokemon do that. Do you hate Pokemon?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Sure do.
How about you,
Pikachu
Jim?
can go fuck himself. Why don't you learn how to talk, you fucking idiot?
I was gonna save this for when we get to it, but I cannot tell you how fucking tickled I was when they all started dying.
Wow.
Like you go talk to them and then they just keel over.
Yeah, you get to talk to each one a second time, and it has something to say before it dies. And some of those lines are amazing, but we're not going to spoil that because that's too fun. We meet another one of these things. Some of them look a little different. I don't really remember what they looked like, but some of them are like fucking squids. I don't know. Who cares? We meet another one called Spino or
like
Spino.
Cephalopods. They have like tentacles.
Yeah. Who tells Rose she's in the mirror. I don't know what that means. And it mentions someone named Savin. So, again, Savin? How do you say it?
I don't know.
Saving all my love for you.
So we'll say Savin. Savin. And through Spino, Savin tells us that the Lost City has its own purpose and the Death City has been overrun by devils. And that he can't keep the monsters out of the Magic City anymore, but the city is about to fulfill its purpose anyway. So we learn that, I was super confused here. I thought it said that Savin was the city, but then we meet Savin and he's just an old Wingley.
He's just a guy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But, he's been there a long time. I think that when you live somewhere a long time, it can become part of your identity, And it can be like
everybody that lives in New York, all those douchebags.
Yeah, or like how on H.P.
people from
Lovecraft's
Seattle.
grave, it just says, I am Providence.
Is that what it says on his headstone?
That's what it says.
Huh.
See, he was the voice of the people of Providence.
He was,
all of his racist
I think, originally
glory.
buried in an unmarked grave, and then they updated it when
Then
he
he got
became
famous.
and they were like,
Yeah, of
actually,
course.
this guy's totally like, yeah, we love this guy, and we always have, and we didn't bury him in an unmarked
He should have
grave.
left his grave unmarked. Can you imagine when he died? Like, finally, that fucking hateful, racist bastard Lovecraft is dead.
You love
crazy.
H.P.
Put
him in
Lovecraft.
an
What are you
unmarked
This
talking
is a
about, Jim?
pre-recording discussion that you're now bringing up into the episode.
You're right.
All of the people around him were probably like, oh, yeah, God, this guy who thought exactly like me about fucking people's brain, like people of color's brains and shit is dead. And that's sad because they were all like that, Jim. All right. We finally find Savin. He tells us that he has spent 7,000 years building the psychedelic bomb to defeat Zeeg and Moot to seal the moon that never sets permanently. Handy.
What is this psychedelic bomb? Is it a real bomb?
Well, we'll get
Is
to
a spell?
it.
What? Okay.
It's a spell. It's a spell. It's a cool spell.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
a psychedelic spell. It's trippy, man. You know?
It is a great and useful spell, and I hope that Jim remembered my advice that he needs to get the dialogue
didn't.
portion exactly right, but I bet he didn't.
I mean, I don't know. Is there a fail state? Does it tell you if you
Yeah,
did it
the
right or
fail
wrong?
state is that you can only use the psychedelic bomb once. And the win state is it becomes a repeatable item, and now you have a spell in your inventory that you can use every battle. And you never have to collect or keep any of those other spells again that eat up your 32 item inventory slots. And also it does like fucking 2,000 damage, and it kicks ass.
Nice.
But you can only use
I
it
don't
once
think I
a
did it
battle.
right.
Yeah, like all the repeatable items.
I don't think I did it right.
Did you get Psychedelic Bomb or Psychedelic Bomb X?
Psychedelic bomb.
Yeah, you didn't
Wow.
do it right.
You fucked up.
Yeah, like I knew after I hit the wrong button. I think it was like maybe I can't remember which character it was, but I knew I hit the wrong one, and I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah, that's
But
what the
but I
rewind
thought it
function is for.
I thought it would make me do it over again. Like I was like, "Oh, if I pick the wrong thing, it's gonna make me do it over again." It never did.
Yeah. So he needs our courage to activate the psychedelic bomb. So we agree to be his little test subjects. And in order to activate the bomb, we have to complete the chamber of challenges. Everyone but Dart. Wow. Everyone but Dart steps onto a color-coded platform and teleports away. I wrote these down. It's not interesting. Do we want to skip these?
No, this is so interesting.
Fuck. Well, then you fucking take us through it. I want to get a drink.
Okay. Now it's time to go through the challenges. First up is Kongol. And all of these challenges are basically their own internal struggles. So Kongol has a vision of Rose. Rose calls Kongol a coward, and he is very clever and recognizes that it's not actually Rose. So he admonishes her, and she turns into Dole, who I guess is Kongol's brother or the leader of the Gigantos. No, it's the Emperor, right? It's that king. That's right. It's the king who
You're
saved
right.
Kongol, Albert's uncle. And he's like, "You've given up on our dream." And Kongol is like, Kongol doesn't want to fight you. So he doesn't swing his sword at Dole. And then we learned that courage can sometimes be not fighting instead of fighting. Next up, we
That's
have
nice.
Miranda. Miranda gets a visit from one of those magic squid things, and she's like, "You suck. I hate you. Why are you even here? You're the worst." And she says that she's there to save the world, and he's like,
It tells her that she's annoying.
Yeah, he
which-
says you're annoying. And she says, "I'm here to save the world." And then the thing's like, "Wow, I guess that's okay." Then there's Albert, one of his...
Wait, hold on. I really want to call out in Matt's notes after she says, "I'm here to save the world." Matt then some dumb shit happens.
I
On to the
don't
next
care
bullet.
about Miranda, okay? I'm not anti-woman. Rose is my favorite character in this game. She's going to be, at the end of this series, Rose is going to be the Roundly Four. She's the
Wow.
fucking best. But
Wow.
Miranda shows up in the middle of the game and does nothing.
Then we have Albert, one of his ministers appear, and he's like, "Oh my
Albert
God, the
Pujols?
whole town is under attack. You have to come back and be the king." And Albert's like, "I can't be the king right now. I'm a dragoon. I
gotta go play
believe in
baseball."
you and the people, and you're gonna have to go it on your own." And then we learned that real courage is sometimes like not being king or something. Next
Yeah, it was
up
dumb.
is Maru.
Maru.
She faces one of those like racist Wingley brothers, and they're
The
like,
Bardell brothers.
yeah, they're here for revenge, and they shoot fireballs at her, and then Maru says that she can't die yet because she has to make amends for everything she's done, and we learned that courage is like making amends. Then we see Haschel. He's back with his daughter, and sees her again kill at his goading and run away. And he's asked if he could have done something to stop it. And he says, "I can't do anything differently. The past is the past. I did my best." And they're like, "That's right. Courage is facing up to what has happened and moving forward."
He's basically all of our boomer parents, by the way.
Yeah.
Yep.
In the
Courage
past.
is refusing to talk about the mistakes you made.
And refusing to be accountable for them.
Then, oh my God, who's next? Rose, she just has a normal conversation. She, I guess, doesn't need to like prove her courage or anything. She's just like,
She killed all those babies.
she's like, I
She's-
get what the deal is here. Let's just move on. Finally, it's Dart. Dart steps on the platform. He sees a vision of Shayna. He draws his sword against her, sort of against his will. And they say, "What are you going to do? Are you going to kill the god of destruction?" And he says, "Nope, I'm going to find a way to save her." And then we learn courage is not killing the god of destruction. It's saving your girlfriend or something. That's the end. That's everyone.
Wow.
We pass the challenges, and the psychedelic bomb is created, and Sivan hands it over to Dart. I love that we do this every season. There are names that we don't know how to pronounce, and so we pronounce them 1,000 different ways.
Well, that's one fun thing about reading, is that you can have your own way of pronouncing these fantastical words, and it's part of what makes the world yours, you know? It's a collaboration with the author.
So he hands over this psychedelic bomb, and then he activates Moot. He has set, I think it's called the Last Kraken, right?
Yeah, the
Does that
last
sound right?
Kraken.
The Last Kraken, he has set to guard Moot, because I guess it needs a guard, even though it's supposed to be...
What is Moot?
It's a seal for the moon that never sets, in case the signet spheres fail. It's supposed to make the signet spheres irrelevant, but I guess it needs a fucking Kraken to guard it. Mm-hmm. So,
He chose
He
the wrong
activates
Kraken
Moot.
for the job.
yeah, he did. They're like, no way Zeke can get past this. And then the Kraken's like, haha, I'm Zeke.
Yeah.
Zeke is taking it over with his fucking telepathic powers. He's a real Jean Grey. And we have to fight and defeat...
He should have just said that.
Yeah. We have to fight and defeat the Kraken. Unfortunately, unleashing our Dragoon power overloads Moot. FYI, Moot seems pretty shitty.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say.
Yeah.
And it also seems like
Z-
Zeke only took over the Kraken to goad us into releasing our Dragoon powers. And if we hadn't done
Yeah,
that,
Zeke's smart.
it would have
and
been fine.
Saban is an idiot. Savan is a fucking moron. Zeke is able to destroy the signets because we fucked up and overloaded Moot, or the signet sphere, the one. He just has to break the fucking thing, the divine moon object. He doesn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
And then Savan teleports us out of the chamber and sacrifices himself to save us, which is cool. He seemed totally in love with Rose.
Thanks, bud.
He basically was like, I've been watching you for 7,000 years, and I love you, and I can't say it. I don't know how to say it. He was the main character from Obsession. So we walk back through the city, encountering all the magic creatures that we met before as they die one by one. They can't survive without Savan. We run into Spino again, I think. No, Buckle is one of the cephalopods who does tell Miranda, you're still annoying.
It's the last
then
words
dies.
as he dies.
Be quiet. Good night. Dies.
I loved it when these things died. They're little because these little like snail things are flying around, and then when they die, they not only like fall to the floor, their little tentacles like flop down, which just delightful.
It's tragic. It's horrible. What are you talking about? You're a monster.
Fucking hilarious. These little monsters all die.
All our new little friends, like Buckle and Booble and the one that goes around in circles all the time.
Ruff, who is the first one we met when we originally entered the city, sets a teleporter to send us to Law City before he dies, because that is where Zeke is headed next. So off we go. Law City,
Zenobatos, right?
did not write it down.
Zenobatos.
I don't know.
My
You tell
kind
me.
of place. I love rules.
Oh my
I love
God.
Narcan. This is a
You
place
love
of rules and narkin.
Scooby-Doo hallways.
I love Scooby-Doo
Xenobados.
hallways.
When we arrive, a security robot tells us that the city is under martial law and then flies off screaming about humans invading the city. A winged creature flies in. Its name is Kulon, and it says it will be our wings. It'll take us anywhere on the overworld map like an airship.
Yeah, it's a stingray.
Not anywhere.
As
a manta ray.
Saban or whatever we decide to call him was dying, he said something about our wings, and Dart's like, I guess this is what he meant, this stingray.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so now we have an airship.
It's an airship. It'll only take you to the major cities, but it's still pretty handy, I guess. There's not really a need for it at this point. Unless you're going to go collect those Stardusts, there ain't no reason to do anything.
Well, you
I
can
used
go
it
back
once.
and do those optional bosses.
Yeah, I used it once to go and do the Divine Dragon battles that we'll talk about next week. That's it.
That's what I'm going to do too.
I don't.
You're a liar. Nobody believes you.
I am.
I'm gonna
do
jam
it.
next week's chunker out in 30 minutes on super speed.
Oh,
and you're going
you
to
mean like I did in this chunker?
Yes. And by the time you get around to doing that next, let's say Thursday, though I'm going to be busy Thursday. Maybe we need to have a conversation about that. Whenever we record next, you're going to do it an hour beforehand, and you're not going to remember the words Divine Dragon. You're not going to have fucking any idea.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to defeat all of them.
Okay.
And I'm going to take 100 screenshots.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
They're
I'm going to
annoying.
mail them to your house.
Super annoying.
Yeah, print them
Like
out, mail
4
them to
turns
his
for every
house.
turn you get.
Yeah.
Whoop, I already said that. There is a teleporter that could take us to the Signet here, but we can't access it. The law prohibits non-Winglies from going to the Signet. But there are some other areas we can access, so we decide to explore and find a way to the Signet. This, by the way, is like a weird floating city or something. You have to take floating discs between all of these little different areas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this place is stupid.
Oh, yeah, it's real dumb. Our options are the Law Factory, the Law Launcher, which
The law launcher.
I'm going to warn you now, the
love
Law Launcher was a real letdown. Okay, we have different opinions on this. And the Legislation Center, we use floating discs to travel between the buildings, and then we get spotted by a robot and arrested. Did you guys get arrested?
I got arrested probably a dozen times. My favorite part of any RPG is when we get to go to the Legislation Center. Love it.
Vanessa, did you get arrested?
I did get arrested.
And did you use the rewind function to get out of being arrested?
No, because it's not that bad to be arrested. You just end up in this little windowless prison, and then Kongal comes, and because he's too big to be transported by these little flying things, Kongal comes and bashes open the prison wall, and he's like, oh, what are you doing? Let's go. And then you just leave.
But it does
a couple times
take you back to the beginning of the level.
Yeah, but that
on
can actually
subsequent
be
arrests,
useful occasionally.
Kongal will just walk
true.
up and he'll just say, "Give Kongal a break."
Yeah, it's like, come
And then
on.
he lets you go. A couple times I did get arrested on purpose so that it would deliberately warp me back to the beginning because that's where I knew I needed to go.
Anyway, we head to the Law Factory. Well, this is what I did. This is not the ideal path, but what I did is went to the Law Factory and learned that I needed a law license, which I needed to get from the Legislation Center. I want to say that each of these 3 areas is a Scooby-Doo hallway scene where there is an entrance teleporter and an exit teleporter and a robot in between. And you have to run through a series of doors that let you out on the other side of the room in order to get away from the robot to get to the teleporter, and I felt like I was in a episode of a cartoon.
In a good way?
At first, and then I was real fucking annoyed. Let's just say, I'm just going to break the news for Jimothy. Sorry, I can't use that name now. Bummer.
Yeah.
For Jimmy. I was shocked when I picked up the game yesterday morning to start playing this week's chunker, the next chunker. So next week's chunker, I guess, that it was going to make me redo this entire process. And I was fucking furious.
Yeah. Bummer.
Once was okay.
You can do it even more than that. There are optional laws that you can enact.
You can enact a law that shuts down all the security robots.
Mm-hmm. And you can enact a law that makes it so that you don't have to wait in line for the next time you want to enact a law.
Yeah.
You only have to do it twice, so that just means doing it a third time.
Or a fourth time. I think it's cool though that they put that in there. Like, that's neat.
So we go to the legislation center and ask them to revise the law prohibiting Winglies from going, non-Winglies from going to the Signet. And they do. They just seem to rubber stamp everything. They don't seem to have any sort of process to say no to things. And so they grant us a law license. We take the law license to the law factory, and they provide a law launching license that we need to take to the law launcher. We head to the law launcher and launch the law. This did not involve launching myself anywhere, and it was a huge letdown.
Yeah. But you do launch the law.
Yeah, but it doesn't fire out of a cannon or like a catapult or anything cool.
Nope.
It just is an actual launched law. It's fucking lame.
And in fact, it takes a while to even show up where you need it to be after you launch it.
Yeah. So we head back to the teleporter at the beginning of the stage and are finally able to go to the Great Court where the Signet Sphere is located. When we arrive, a robot calls us the Accused.
Uh-oh.
We head...
So, Nomos.
Yeah, Nomos. We head into the Great Court and a bunch of robots descend pronouncing us guilty.
Oh, rude.
large robot-
We didn't even issue our defense yet or anything.
Yeah, it's like the legislation center. They don't seem to have a process in place. It's just, yes, you're in court, you're guilty. Kind of like in the United States of America, am I right, guys? Oh! Oh!
Slam on the court system.
Mm-hmm.
Suck it, legal system.
Vanessa's mom was on a jury once, and she told me that one of the people she was on the jury with said of the accused, well, even if they didn't do it this time, they've probably done it at some point.
Woof. I was on a jury once. It was weird.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was. It wasn't a fun case. I was on a jury. I was in it was like a 2-week-long trial. I had to sit for. It took forever.
Did you hook up with any of the other jury members?
No.
Were you sequestered
Make
in
any
a
friends,
motel?
or
Wasn't very
like-
exciting. I was like 20 years old.
Oh,
Was
wow.
James
I was-
Marsden there?
No, I don't think so.
Was he jumping on a bed while a Mormon was soaking with a woman?
Soaking.
What a great show that was. So Nomos calls itself the Justice and sentences us to death, and so it's time to fight. I thought we were going to fight this robot, but instead we fight 3 angels.
3 executioners.
They're
But
angels.
one of them's definitely an angel.
Yeah.
2 of them are angels, and one of them's just like Wolverine. Which does sound like an X-Men comic. Like, I can see this.
One of those guys totally makes it so you can't fight anymore if you kill him.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. I fucked this. I mentioned this one last week. I fucked this up. I saved that one for last, and then he one-shotted, as he died, one of my party members. And I wasn't about to lose that sweet experience, so I used the rewind function to go further back in the fight to try and redo it so that I could survive. Mm-hmm. And it took several tries because it's a shitty game.
Can you res someone after they've been KO'd by this guy?
Not if you're a Dragoon, because you can't not be a Dragoon and you can't do anything but Dragoon attack.
Mm-hmm. And if it's the last move, then the fight's over, so there's no chance to res.
But technically you can res them, right?
If the fight's still going on. Not if it's like the last move
I
of
didn't
the
think
last
I could
boss.
because like the message that you get when the person gets KO'd is like
Can't
this
combat.
person is ineligible for combat. Yeah, can't combat.
That just means they're knocked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that confused
I
me.
ended up having to go. I went back. I had to go back several times. I went back to before I had killed the second person, and then saved that one for last. But then I only had Dart alive at that point, and he could only attack her, and that wasn't working for me because she was 1 hit left. So I had to go even further back to when there were 3 alive. It was a real fucking pain in the ass. But anyway, we kill the angels.
Did your
Like you
Wolverine
do.
get big?
No, I did not let him survive long enough to get big.
Mine got big.
Yeah, I knew he could get big.
He did get very big.
Did your Wolverine get big, Jim?
I don't think so.
Yeah, the one like seraphim looking angel turns him big.
No, what happens?
No, he's just big. I guess he can do like big attacks, like sit on you and things like that.
Yeah, I killed him first. So, we rush onto the Signet Sphere platform, but it's already been destroyed. Dart asks how Zig even got here, and Zig floats down from above and says, "The sky is now one of my roads." Cool.
Because he's a Wingly now?
Sweet.
I don't understand.
No, does not explain it. Doesn't explain it at all. He can fly now.
I guess he has the
Yeah, he's
dragoon
just
wings.
flying around.
He's not a dragoon.
He's not even using his wings. He's just floating around.
Oh, yeah,
I don't
you're
think he
right.
has. I don't think he has a dragon.
Oh, yeah, because
spirit.
Dart has it.
He's wearing like dragoonish armor, which I thought was interesting. Like he's wearing that cool red armor.
Yeah,
That's
but
just for
Lloyd
old time's
has
sake.
the. Lloyd has the.
Oh yeah.
We haven't seen Lloyd since he got fucking Coyote,
Yeah,
right?
what the fuck is
Roadrunner
Lloyd up
and
to? I thought
Coyote.
he was going to join the party.
He got fucking dropped out of a
fucked
goddamn
off.
floating city and fell all the way to the ground and died. And it was hilarious. I hope he's dead. I hope he does not come back. Zig floats down and lands on the platform in front of us. Dart rushes him, but gets totally backhanded. Zig says some bullshit about Shauna wanting to become the god of destruction and kill Dart, but Dart's not buying it.
I thought that was kind of a really sick burn from Zeke, where he's like, Shayna wants to be the god of destruction.
Have you met her,
that's
dude?
Pretty sinister.
He's taunting him and badly. He's doing a bad job.
Yeah.
Dart doesn't
Shayna
fall for
doesn't
this
seem
for
to
a
want
second.
anything except for like being Dart's girlfriend. That's her
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
motivation.
Yeah.
She
this
wants
whole
Dart's
game.
baby, dude. That's her whole
To
fucking
be a great
deal.
wife.
Yeah.
She wants to be pregnant, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
mother.
they already have their midwife
Do you
lined
think
up.
we'll go see that midwife again?
Yeah, at the end of the
Vanessa,
game.
Spoilers, do we see the midwife again?
Yeah, we'll be in bail and she'll get pregnant and Dart will be like, "Well, we gotta, honey, get on the cart. We gotta go down to fucking Nolan or whatever that city was called and meet the midwife."
We're so lucky to have an appointment with such a famous midwife.
Zeke leaves and the party only has one choice. We have to head for Mayfield, the city of the dead. And that is the end of this chunker.
Ooh.
Whoa, only one more chunker to
That's
go.
right.
God.
Next time we'll be finishing Legend of Dragoon.
I like this game, but I wish
Wow,
this
can
was
you guys
fucking
believe
3
it?
chunkers shorter.
Well,
Another RPG and another notch in the belt. You know?
let's not speak too soon. Anything can happen between now and next week.
You think are you saying there's a chance we might not ever finish it?
Yes. We might just move on to the next game.
We could all die.
That's true.
That's true.
But we're so spread across North America that I think if that happens, that would mean the majority of our listeners also die.
Yeah.
Unless it's a Final Destination
Oh,
situation. Am I setting off a chain of events right now? Jim, there's a cog turning behind you, and I don't know why.
A cog?
Yeah.
Oh. Did you accidentally start Jim's terrible doom clock?
Yeah.
I see a marble rolling down a shelf, and I think you're about to get your head chopped off.
Well, I hope that that doesn't happen, Matt. But, if it does, maybe it's better if we all go at once. Then there's no one left to be sad about it.
It's true. I mean, my kids. would
Then we
probably
won't
be
have to play
sad.
Final Fantasy 13.
Oh my God, what a nightmare. I'm not even mad about playing Final Fantasy 13. Why did he pick this right after this long-ass JRPG? Ugh.
I'm ready. Like I've accepted that we're going to play Final Fantasy 13 and I'm committed to being really good at it.
I'm interested to
Fuck you.
see.
You are committed to cheating and playing it at 100 times
I'm not
speed.
going to be able to cheat
You've
on this one
already
because
got
I'm
it
playing
on your Steam
I'm
Deck.
playing-
You've already got it modded.
I'm playing the
so
Steam
that Lightning's
version,
fucking
and I
shirt
don't
is
have
open
any
the whole
mods.
time.
No, I'm playing shirt is open. I'm playing it like I'm raw dogging it.
Wow.
I bet that lasts 1 week max.
Nope.
1 week.
And I'm going to get to level 99.
Oh.
I will say I didn't raw dog this game. I used the rewind function to the point of breaking the game. Anytime I like used a spell and it didn't work, I was like, well, let's go ahead and rewind that.
Any minor inconvenience.
Yep.
I did that anytime I like
next
missed.
checker.
I'm like, if I'm gonna miss, I guess I'll just guard this turn instead.
Or attack somebody else. There's a puzzle floor in the next chunker that I just like. I would fall and I would be like, nope. Let's just go ahead and back it up. Let's back it up 10 seconds and I'll be fine.
I gotta remember to do that. I gotta remember to map that button.
The puzzle floor isn't that hard once you figure out the secret.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was still pretty annoying.
Speaking of, I guess we should say, like, we're going to finish Legend of Dragoon, then we're going to play Final Fantasy 13. We said that last week, but I think it's worth reiterating.
We're going to take a week off in between.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we're going to do a fun bridge episode.
Yeah, summertime fun time splashdown.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now you have to go figure out what that means.
Edition.
A real dog days of summer episode.
Mm-hmm.
About one of those swim shirts came today.
Oh, like a UV protective one?
Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah, I'm thinking about, I'm going to try and take, after Haley leaves town, I took the week off, and I'm going to try to, I wish I would have taken a week off while she was still in town. I feel bad, but I forgot that I needed to use the time. So I used it all for the week that she leaves, and I think I'm going to take Connor up to this Rainbow River place, which is like a Crystal Springs river.
Oh, nice.
And you can tube down the river.
Oh, that sounds fun.
So I bought us
That does sound fun.
UV shirts so that we don't have to try and reapply our whole bodies while we're floating down the river in the tube.
Those are handy.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, it's fun and it will be fun. I feel the most relaxed in my life just hanging out in some water. That's all I want to do. Okay, too much chit chat time. How about we talk about what we are squarely against? Vanessa.
Let's see. I guess I'm squarely against that big, dumb desert. I know I hyped it up as like a place where you can grind, and you can, but I feel like we've seen this so often, and why is it always a desert? There's always these desert levels that aren't really navigable and are some kind of like puzzle maze.
Maybe,
Why?
Yeah, we just got one in Final Fantasy V, which I guess we
know.
played like a year and a half ago. But
Amanda saying hi.
Hi, Amanda.
Hello.
Hi, Amanda. Sorry, I don't have my Zoom
Did she
window
ride
up,
in on
so
her
I can't see her
horse,
beautiful
or
face. It's insensitive, Matt.
I wondered what that clopping sound was. I assume that she rode in and is whipping
She just
Jim.
got home from playing soccer, and she's super sweaty and gross.
Yuck.
Wow, you can't watch the World Cup and then go play soccer. Also, don't talk about your fiance like that on the air, Jim. For fuck's sake, cut that.
She's like, I'm gross.
I admire Amanda's willingness to get back out on the soccer field after she had a horrible soccer injury a few years ago.
Yeah, she's been playing a bunch of soccer. I think her season's almost over though for a bit, but yeah, she's been playing like 2 games a week.
Good for her.
It's crazy. That's so much running.
Are we still leveling up, or?
I was going to say what I was squarely against.
Squarely against.
Squarely against that dumb desert. Jim, what are you squarely against or roundly for?
Roundly for the death of all of those artificial magic things.
Monstrous.
Super funny. I like that they all got to have last words that we were witness to. It's just good stuff. Matt, what are you squarely against?
Really for Dart getting slapped around by his father. Not child abuse. I'm not roundly for that.
Matt is roundly for the abuse of children.
Dart's not a child. He sucks. And I was glad to see him, get served.
There's no Johnny's minigame corner.
I guess that was a joke answer. I guess I'm actually roundly for Scooby-Doo City. That was silly. And I was pleased that the random battles were like few and far between here, and you just kind of got to do this dumb fucking thing. It was a good time. Once.
Johnny said that Lost City was his favorite part of the game so far. I imagine he'll expand on that next week.
I'm sure it's Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, that could be it.
All right. Well, we've all said what we're squarely against. Let's get into the final segment of the show and talk about how we leveled up. And I'm going to kick us off. Fuck you. I watched a movie, and it is called Obsession.
Oh no, I haven't
Whoa,
seen
that's the
it.
hot new horror movie that
was
everybody's talking about.
Fucking fantastic. It's on Peacock now. It was fantastic. I
Ooh.
loved it.
No spoilies,
I had a great time.
please.
I'm not spoiling. It's a great, creepy, tense movie that really had me hooked the whole way through into Navarrete, or I may have said that wrong.
Into Navarrete. Yeah. And it's like, Matt, you said tense. Everybody who's seen the movie, like, they all say the same thing, where it's like the tension cranks up like in the first like 10 minutes of the movie, and it's just like it's at like level 10 the entire time.
Yeah. Because you know what's going on, and the characters don't.
Yeah.
Though really, he fucking should have. I don't know. It's great, and Inda Navarrete is phenomenal. She really kills it. I despised the main character, but it's a horror movie, and he's not the good guy, so that was fine.
He is, yeah.
I liked the end quite a bit, other than a couple of ridiculously gruesome parts that I was literally like hand in front of my face watching. Like, this is too much for me. It was absolutely phenomenal. What a movie. What a couple of years for horror. Weapons and Sinners, and I mean, it's been crazy how good some of this stuff has been.
A beautiful renaissance.
I also wanted to say I've been watching the newest season of The Legend of Vox Machina, the Critical Role Amazon Prime animated series about their first D&D campaign. And I felt like the show was kind of losing its steam with the third season. I didn't love the Chroma convention, whatever the fuck it was called, the bad guys. And I don't know. I've watched it a couple of times. It's fine. So I was not dying to watch season 4, but I did start it, and I actually feel like they like recaptured the magic. Like, it's really firing on all cylinders again. The new season is fantastic. So if you have watched that and not checked out the new season, I strongly suggest you do so, because it's fucking excellent. And it introduces a new character played by Wayne Brady, who I hated and now I love. You know? It's one of those things. It's good.
Oh, okay.
That's it. What about you, Vanessa? How did you level up?
I watched a movie called Project Hail Mary. I know I'm a little bit late to this. It's been out for a while, but it's on Prime now. And I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a good science fiction film. I sort of hadn't been interested in it for whatever reason. And then I learned that it was written by the same guy who wrote The Martian. And that piqued my
Andy
interest.
Weir.
And
He's got another one. He's got a third book that I have, but I haven't read yet.
Yeah. And this one, it's a
about
little
pirates
bit...
on the moon.
It's a little bit funnier than The Martian, but still kind of has that grounding that he does in actual science, which makes it interesting. It is a fun, optimistic adventure sci-fi movie. And I think that just about anyone would like it. Ryan Gosling doesn't usually resonate for me that well, but I thought he did a really great job in this and had a good performance. And it was fun. It was a little bit long. It was like 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I just, I'm at that age where people start complaining about movies just being too dang long. I had to take a bathroom break, but, that's part of the fun of watching at home. I also played a game about digging a hole. This game, Johnny has talked about recommending to Jim before, but I don't know if Jim will remember that. But
I do remember.
I think that you would really enjoy this, Jim. It's on Game Pass. It is based on that Josh Brolin's whole TV series that you loved, I assume.
No, it's not.
Well, it is about digging a hole, and that's what that show was about, so I don't see how it couldn't be.
No, it wasn't.
Do you eat the hole? Because I know they eat the hole in the Josh Brolin show that Jim loves.
Josh Brolin's hole?
That was not a natural hole. That was a supernatural hole.
I thought he dug that hole.
You're a supernatural hole.
No, it was a supernatural hole that showed up on his property, and stuff that dropped into it, like, ended up traveling through time or defying physics.
Oh,
and stuff.
I thought he was digging it.
No, he owned a ranch, and there's a mystery hole that shows up on his property that like can. And it turns out, this is a spoiler for that show, that Josh Brolin actually came from the hole.
Oh, wow.
And he fell into the hole in Old West times, and he came out of the hole in like modern times.
Wow.
So he knows the secret of the hole, but he's trying to keep the hole a secret.
He knew it the whole time?
Yeah, and the hole is like will disappear and reappear at certain times. So it's a real mystery hole.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, Jim, I think that if you like Power Wash Simulator, and I know you do, you would like a game about digging a hole. It's only like
Will you
2
name
hours
the
long.
game? You have not said the name of the game.
I think it's called like a game about digging a hole
Yes,
or something like
it's
that. Right?
a game about
my
digging a
God.
hole, and I have said the name of it so many times.
You
and
have been
keep
waiting
yelling at
for
me.
a week. You've been waiting for a week to pull the rug out from under me on this one. You know what you've done.
It's true. I have intentionally in our group chats not capitalized the name of the game, which is a game about digging a hole. Yeah, it's a game about digging a hole, and it's fun. It's a fun little short, chill out game. And there's no reason anyone shouldn't play it if you like digging holes, and I know you do. I also completed a playthrough of Dispatch, but I'm not going to talk about that very much because Patreon spoilers, that is going to be our bonus this month if these guys can get themselves together to play a few chapters of it. I won't even ask you to do the whole thing, just play a few chapters and play the whole
I'll
thing.
download it tonight.
It's fun. It's very interactive, cartoony.
It is fun.
You can even set it so like you don't have to do the quick time events for combat and just sort of play it more as an interactive story.
Oh, cool.
It makes it less fun, I think.
Yeah, the combat is not that frequent.
The dispatch aspect of it is like a light strategy thing, but I have found pretty fun. I've not finished it, but I think it's pretty fun.
Yeah, I think it's fun. I'm not like the
okay.
best at it, which is frustrating for me because it makes me want to save scum, but I didn't. I just played through organically, and it turned out fine.
My main concern with that was that it was just going to be like me pressing a button every 10 minutes and like watching a cartoon.
Not really. I think they do a good job. It's more like, I mean, it feels like one of those Telltale games, but sort of with a little bit of a strategy game mixed in there and occasional mini hacking puzzles.
That sounds a little more engaging than what I was imagining.
Yeah, it's good. Aaron Paul does the voice of the main character. He does a good job.
He does a great
cool.
job. I don't particularly care for him, but I think he's fantastic in this.
He doesn't sound like he does in other performances to me. Like he really found a voice for this character.
He's
I
not
feel
doing
like.
the Jesse.
He's
No,
not
I had to
doing the
look it
Jesse
up to
voice.
see who it
Breaking Bad
was.
Yeah. I didn't watch Breaking Bad, but I did like him on The Path, which I think is maybe the only
I
thing
liked
I've seen.
that
Was
show.
he in Westworld? He was in like the last Westworld
Yes.
season. Yeah, that was.
I'm one of those
It's like
weirdos
the third
that
or fourth season.
I'm one of those weirdos that watched Breaking Bad and was just like, nah, I don't care for this.
Man, I loved Breaking
I watched 2 seasons of Breaking Bad and was like, that's plenty. I'm good.
How do you
I hope they all
like?
die. That's it. I hope the town blows up. I hope he fucking gets caught and goes to jail. This sucks.
I would say like if you like Pluribus, like give Breaking. Watch
Yeah,
the first
Pluribus
couple
is the only
episodes
thing
of
that's
Breaking
like
Bad.
made me
you
interested
know?
in it because I love Pluribus.
Yeah, and I would say just watch the first like 2 or 3 episodes, and if you don't like it, that's fine. But you might just really dig it because I think it is a really, really good show.
Dig it like digging a hole. I also finished Power Wash Simulator. I did it. I finished it before the end of its time on Game Pass. I did not buy the
Congratulations.
DLC. Thank you, Jim. I pivoted to a game about digging a hole.
Nice.
Jim, how did you level up?
Well, I did I got a Steam machine, and I decided, so I downloaded a few games to it. One of them was Still Wakes the Deep, which is a game that I have played before. I played it on my Xbox, but I decided to give it a replay since I had it on Steam. And man, what a great game that is. Just it's I think it's one of those games that like it's art. It's an art game. It's really great. It takes place in like the 70s in the North Sea on an offshore oil drilling platform
Art?
that's staffed by like Scotsmen.
More like
Um,
smart.
and they drill into something. They accidentally drill into something kind of. It's not never really like Lovecraftian, I'll say, that changes a lot of them, and your job is to kind of figure out how to survive and get off of the platform. And it's really interesting. You can actually play the whole game in Scottish Gaelic, where they're only speaking Scottish Gaelic to one another,
that's
which
cool.
is really interesting. But there's a lot of really interesting political backdrop to it. Like there was a lot of tension in the North Sea around that time with like the UK claiming that they had ownership of all the oil in the North Sea. There's a lot of like kind of British anti-immigrant sentiment that's kind of like in the background of some of the characters. It's really good. So I replayed that, and for the first time I played that game's DLC, which is called Siren's Rest, which takes place 12 years after the end of the game, and you play as the daughter of one of the men that was killed on the oil platform. And you're trying to kind of sift through the wreckage. You play as like a deep sea diver, kind of trying to sift through the wreckage, gather mementos for the families of the men that died there, and kind of trying to figure out what happened to your dad. Which I thought that was really, really good too, and had a really, really touching ending. And like I think those games are great. They were made by like the Chinese Room, which I think has made like some other games. Like, hold on, I'm gonna look
Didn't
it up
they
real
make
fast.
Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines?
Yes, they did.
Woohoo.
They did Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2.
Mm-hmm.
They did Dear Esther. They did Everybody's Gone to the
I
Rapture.
played that. That was good.
And they did an Amnesia game called Amnesia: A Machine for Pigs, which is really good. But yeah, it's a really good game. I think it might actually be on Game Pass, or it used to be. So if you want to check it out, you can do so there. And I did start another replay of the Silent Hill 2 remake so I can get the UFO ending. I'm really, really close to doing that, and that's just a reminder that that game is amazing. Matt, how did you level? Oh, wait, and I did read a book. I read a book too. It's called It Came from Neverland.
Oh, did you
by
finish that?
Cynthia Paleo. Yes, I read the whole thing in like on like 2 flights, but it was great. It's a pretty short novel. I think like when I was looking at the page, I read it on the Kindle app, but I think when I was looking at the page count on Amazon, I think it came in like just right under 300 pages maybe. But it's great. It takes place around like World War I time, and you follow like Wendy Darling, and it turns out like that her and her brother's first encounter with Peter Pan. Peter Pan is like almost like a spirit, he essentially murders children. He lures them to Neverland in order to kind of feed on them and kill them. And Wendy and her brothers escaped, and they've been haunted ever since. And Wendy works at an orphanage, and Peter Pan starts to reappear. And so that's kind of the thrust of the novel. It's really good. I had never read any of her stuff, but
Who's it by?
I guess it's Cynthia Paleo, who I think has won like some Bram Stoker awards before. But it was really good. Her descriptions of things are great. I thought the ending of the book was amazing. I liked how it kind of tied in the actual like Peter Pan story and the author of that into the story. So there's like some kind of like magical realism there. It was good. I really enjoyed it. I think it actually just came out like a month and a half ago.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, it was super good. Sorry, Matt. How did you level up?
He already
I
went.
leveled up by leveling up first.
Oh, have we all leveled up? Oh, okay. All right, well, I guess that's it for this episode of Square Roots. Before we go, I'll let everybody know we have a Patreon, patreon.com/SquareRootsPodcast. This month, we're going to talk about Dispatch.
That's going to be super fun. That game is fun AF.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that. You can have access to that and our huge backlog of other bonus content for just $3 a month. For $5 a month, you can access all that content, and you can vote on games that we'll play on the show. After Final Fantasy 13, that will be another listener vote. So if
then
you
after
wanna have
that's
your
a
voice
Matt
heard,
choice.
$5.
Fucking watch out.
Ooh, man, I can't. I'm actually pretty excited for that. Another benefit of being a patron, no matter what tier you subscribe at, is we like to personally thank some of them on the show. I'm going to start us off this week by thanking Ryan Schmidt, Rubber Bear, and Amanda Pyers.
I'd like to thank Arthur A., Jason Timms, and RP Siege. Also, Johnny's not here, so we didn't update this list from last week. So I'm also going to thank Ryan, Ian Frederick, Magpie Juju, and Edarule. You're welcome for the 2 weeks of thanking.
And I'll thank Vanessa's mom's third-level magic attack, My Battery is Low, Militant Decency, and Jaybird.
All right, that's it for this episode of Square Roots. If you'd like to send us an email to have read on the air, we're at squarerootspodcast@gmail.com. Come find us on Blue Sky at squarerootspod.bsky.social, or send us an email and we'll send you a link to
use
our
our B Sky
Discord.
at all.
I don't even have the app.
I don't either.
I have it, but I
it
think
is-
Johnny changed the password so only Johnny can access it now.
Johnny
think
and
you're
Vanessa
right, yeah.
are on the Facebook, which we don't talk about anymore because fuck Facebook, fuck Meta. You can email us or you can find us on Discord, and otherwise, you ain't going to talk to us.
Are we able to make our Discord like publicly searchable so
We don't
that
wanna
people can find it?
Do
don't want to.
that. Bots.
Oh. Okay.
We hate robots.
Well, send us an email, and we'll give you an invite to our Discord. Also, please rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, YouTube Podcasts, Spotify, Ghana, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Thank you to Stephen Morris for our Square Roots theme. You can find Stephen on YouTube. Links in the show notes. For Square Roots, I am Jim Banks.
I'm Matthew Dragoon Van Zant.
We're missing Johnny Brandon, and I'm Vanessa.
Bye.
Bye.